Welcome back to the APL Kitchen. Today we're talking about inflammation, which unfortunately is the precursor to so many chronic diseases. And while APL is all about prevention, we're here to talk about alleviating symptoms too. The anti-inflammatory diet is key to helping you live a happy, healthy life, but also comfortable, especially when it comes to things like rheumatoid arthritis. So we have a favorite dish here, and we have some foods that you can limit from your diet, but more importantly, things that you should add back in so that you're comfortable. Unfortunately, the fats in animal protein are digested as a pro-inflammatory food. We don't want that, but we do want to boost the fiber and the vegetables naturally so that you do have good digestion and you're skipping out on that inflammation. So here we've got a dish that's going to very easily do that for you. Not to mention the inflammatory properties of gluten. Gluten gets a bad rap, and I know if you don't have celiac that you think you don't have to avoid gluten, but it's really clearly inflammatory. In addition to gluten and animal protein, dairy and sugar are also completely inflammatory foods. It is the proteins from dairy that can cause inflammation to happen, especially with rheumatoid arthritis patients. However, you're not at a loss here. There's so many replacement products that we love that are tasty, that are also non-soy based, but rice milk, oat milk. You've got coconut-based yogurt and dairy-free cheeses. You won't be missing out on that dairy, but you will be missing out on the inflammation. Skipping sugar is just smart. Your body is impaired digesting sweets properly when you have inflammation in the body. So steer clear of real sugars and fake sugars and focus on whole sources like fruits. One of the things that people don't realize is that with rheumatoid arthritis, oftentimes you have a sensitivity to gluten and you can in fact be celiac. So focusing on those whole grains that are gluten-free is key. So when I make my dishes, I always keep that in mind, and I used millet. Then I added winter roast vegetables. Depending on the season and whenever you're cooking this, you want to pick vegetables that have a colorful profile and have a lot of fiber. Digestion is key for preventing inflammation. So here we have purple potatoes, a little bit of onion, broccoli, carrots, parsnip, and to top it all off, making things even tastier by adding a sauce, we did a nut-free, kale-based pesto. But everybody else knows that pesto has Parmesan cheese in it, but it doesn't because dairy is inflammatory. So what we used was a natural coconut yogurt to give it that creamy intensity, and instead of nuts, we use pumpkin seeds. Albeit there's lots of information out there about an anti-inflammatory diet, which you can certainly look up to get even more details. But plainly, all you need to do is stick away from inflammatory foods by boosting a vegetable-based diet for your lifestyle, skipping the gluten, the sugar, and the dairy, but replacing it with things that are tasty to you and still have the same texture and enjoyment out of eating. So visit us online for the full recipe for this crunchy millet roasted vegetable and kale pesto dish.